Hello and welcome to another episode of Highdea. This time we'll be talking about an idea that I had when I wasn't high, but it made more sense when I was high. And since just making videos about totally random analytical ideas with no context is kind of weird, it's a lot funnier to put it inside of a series called Highdea, where the idea is that I had the ideas when I was high, thereby giving some context into why they would exist or be made in the first place. But you know, hopefully I don't have to face the fucking Spanish Inquisition about the fact that I made a weed joke in my video this time, because you're not a bunch of fucking children. Anyway, today we're going to be talking about the presentation of witch trials in anime, and how I think it's bullshit when they try to incorporate the idea of like the fact that witch trials are bad, that it's this dark history where all these people were wrongly killed, in shows where there are actual witches. Like, the whole reason to use the metaphor of the witch trials is that they were persecuting people who weren't actually witches. So to then have a show where there are witches being persecuted, it's like, well, then that just makes sense. Like, especially if they're evil witches. You know, if there's a show full of evil witches being put to the stake, it's like, isn't that just because they're eliminating the actual evil magic users who are terrorizing the world? But then sometimes they try to make it look like this is a persecution thing. And it can be used in different ways, but I've been seeing this all the fucking time lately. Like, I brought this up in my Finish or Fail video when I was talking about that one fucking show about the beast people, the weird furry show that's airing right now. Or aired last season, rather. I don't remember the fucking name of it. And then I was reading this older manga called Pilgrim Jaeger, which takes place during that time period, and there are actual witches, and they're like, oh, we better not get persecuted, but it's like, but you're actual witches doing actual, like, it was trying to present that message. And then I was just watching episode 2 of Little Witch Academia, the second OVA, and that one, they have a witch trial festival where they, like, reenact the witch trials, which actually happen to real witches in this world. At least in that case, they're not trying to use it as, like, a metaphor or anything. They're not trying to present it as it was, like, this oppressive thing. Like, they do say that witches were like, persecuted and stuff. And in this show, witches don't seem to be evil, so I could see why that would be, you know, why it would still be a problematic event that happened, but that now they're just making light of it with a festival because, you know, it's in the past. It's fine. I'm not gonna complain about that. But in other cases, like, I don't get why this comes up so much. I guess just because when people think witches, they think witch trials, but like, again, the drama of remembering the witch trials is that witches were not real and people were dying for no reason. I'm repeating myself, but anyways, yeah, it's been driving me nuts just because I happen to see it popping up, like, in all this shit I'm watching, and it's really fucking weird that I've seen this many shows with witch trials. Fate Apocrypha started off with one of those, though I didn't really have anything to say about it. Yeah, it's a fucking weird.